See, when something is too difficult, why do you have to do difficult things? For what benefit? Take it easy.
Gurudev, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Good evening.
Good evening. It's a beautiful ambience here, right? So beautiful moon, almost full.
Yes.
Ah.
So thank you for coming, and we really appreciate that tonight you came here and joined this crowd that came, I think, from a lot of places around the world and to come and enjoy your presence. And thank you for coming. And I wanted to say, if you want to open some words before I ask you some questions.
No, you ask questions.
I ask the questions.
You know, in India there is a saying, the first sign of intelligence is not to open your mouth unless a question is asked. I would like to keep the sign of intelligence.
So it seems like there's a big draw for spirituality in California. So I wanted to ask you if you find that really happening here, and if yes, why?
Yes, you're right. California is the most spiritual place in US. In the ancient text, California is mentioned as a sage in India called Kapil Rishi. And it is said that he lived in this area, which is 12 hours difference from India to here. So, and the self-knowledge or self-enquiry and all this is his subject. So, whatever it is here, people are very conscious.
Hi, my name is Laura. Thank you so much for being here. You are an advocate for peace and love, and I think that all that are here are as well. So my question is, how do we forgive what we may perceive as unforgivable?
Why do you want to forgive, tell me? If something is difficult, why do you take that route?
Can you please ask that again?
No. If you mean to say to forgive is very difficult, right? To forgive someone is very difficult, right?
Something that we may perceive as unforgivable.
Unforgivable
Like-
means very difficult.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So why do you have to do that? Huh? See, when something is too difficult, why do you have to do difficult things? For what benefit? Take it easy.
Okay.
So, is it easy to hold on about someone's mistake? Just think about it. See, when to forgive is difficult, don't do it. Straight, simple. If you are forgiving someone, for whose sake you are forgiving? For their sake? No, don't do anything for their sake. But if you are forgiving that person for your own sake, you better do it. Because otherwise that person occupies your upper chamber and bothers you day and night. Isn't it? You want to forgive someone because it is difficult to hold on to someone else's mistake. See, your anger is a punishment that you give it to yourself for someone else's mistake. Have you thought about it that way? Here, anyone?
Yeah.
See, today, someone does a mistake, you get angry. When you are angry, who is at loss? Your blood pressure shoots up, all your endocrine system gets messed up, you lose your sleep, you lose your appetite, your body cringes, and when all these toxins gets developed, cortisons are generated in your body, and you are getting into a mess. Correct? So today, someone did a mistake, you punished yourself. Tomorrow someone else does a mistake, you punish yourself. Another day. So for everyone's mistake, you keep punishing yourself. That is the anger. Similarly, you are holding against somebody that anger or hatred or whatever that is, negative feelings, because they did something that's so wrong. Whom you are punishing? Huh? Ourselves. So is it wise? Shouldn't you be more kind to yourself? Should you be so hard on yourself? I mean, this is a question, I leave it with you. This is one angle. Another angle, see, someone does blunders, unforgivable mistake they do. Just go a little bit into their head. They are ignorant, number one. Second, they never had a chance to know more about themselves. They have never built their character. They never had an atmosphere where they know what values are. Or they are tempted by something which they themselves are succumbing to it. Their own temptation has sucked them into the work that they're doing, whatever they did. So when you see from that angle, they are sick people who do blunders, then you have compassion. Do you get angry at sick people? You know, all the people who who do all these big crimes or do unforgivable mistakes, I tell you, they are mentally sick. So you can't forgive, but you can be compassionate. See what you can do to help them out from there. So I'm saying, you know, no baby has come on this planet as a bad guy, an unforgivable person. It's due to circumstances, situation, bringing up, their background. All these things have contributed to where they were. See, mistakes happen through everybody. You have done some mistakes. Say, suppose someone holds you on to your mistake till your end. Would you like it? No, you would say, no, come on, some mistake happened through me. Now let's move forward, right? Some do small mistakes, some others do some big mistakes. It's only a matter of it's a matter, it's a degree of mistakes, that's all.
Hello, my name is Aliona, and it's an unbelievable opportunity to be here and see you. Thank you so much for this. And my question is, what's the main ideas of relationship between man and woman? It seems like a lot of love and pleasure, but why it's hurt a lot?
Well, I think your question is to a wrong number. I have no experience in this field. But anyway, hurt is a part of love. You must know that. You don't get so hurt when someone who doesn't love you so much says something to you. You get angry or you ignore them. But when someone very close to you says something, even a small thing, it hurts you more. Here, you need to be more wise. The wisdom can help you to sail through that. You see? When we have wisdom with love, it leads us to bliss. For couples, I would say one thing: don't focus on each other too much. It's like two lines focusing on each other. Sometime we are going to apart like that. You should go parallel. Parallel means you should have a common goal in life and move towards it, and not police each other, number one. Second is never question others' love for you. You know, it's a big burden to prove one's love for the other. Suppose someone asks you, do you really love me? Tell me how much you love me. How can you prove to them? Just bringing a rose? If you do it also, the person will doubt, hey, what is the matter today? Out of the blue, you are bringing a rose to me. Something must be wrong. You must have done something wrong today. Tell me the truth. Whom did you meet? You feel guilty. You've been too nice to me. You're not believable. So this type of mental, gymnastics we go through in relationship. So what is needed in relationship is to come from the space of giving. And make others also give, yeah? That culture. Instead of asking, do you really love me? You should ask, why do you love me so much? When you ask someone the question, why do you love me so much? The love in them becomes more. If you ask them, do you really love me? That doubt makes even the love that is there to go down. You say, oh my God, I don't know how to prove this person. See? So, other things, I think you can get many ideas from many here also about how to make relationship work better. I heard about a lady, she was giving seminars here in LA long time back, in 25 years ago, 30 years ago. And she had 7 divorces, 7 times divorced, and she was giving seminars on how to make love work. So someone thought it is very strange and funny because she couldn't make her love work and she's giving seminar. I said, no, it's better you should learn because she had a good experience. She could be a better teacher.
Hi, my name's Susanna. Thank you for being here. I wonder if you could talk a little bit about death and losing those we love.
There is one thing that everyone has to face is death. It's inevitable. However you have lived, you're going to die. If you are happy, you will die. You are unhappy, you will die. You are healthy, you will die. You are unhealthy, you will die. You're going to die, right? That's one step that you cannot avoid, and everybody will face it. How you face it is the answer. We came into this world crying. But do we want to exit crying? No, we don't. That's not an intelligent thing to do. Now, what is death? It's one of the biggest mystery of life. Like the birth. You have no idea before birth where you are, what you were, how did you come into your mother's womb. You have no idea. And similarly, you have no idea after death where you go, what will happen. The body remains here. The spirit separates from the body. Where does the spirit go? No idea. I can give you a simple analysis, example of a television. You know, in television, even after you switch off the television, the radio waves are still there. The CNN, Fox channels are still there. The vibrations still do exist. Similarly, our body is just the boombox or the what do you call it? The tube. It's just the screen. You switch off the screen, that doesn't mean the radio waves have also disappeared. Similarly, our spirit remains. And it remains with all the impressions, especially the last impression in the mind. In fact, our sleep every night gives us a little glimpse of death. Just before going to bed, notice what is your last thought, if you can. And when you wake up in the morning, if you observe, invariably the last thought before sleep will be the first thought when you wake up from sleep. So, where are you when you are sleeping? Where are you when you are dreaming? You have no idea, right? So before even trying to understand death, it's good we ponder on our dream, our wakefulness, and our sleep state of consciousness. Then it gives us an idea. There is some, you can feel it. It's not just an idea. It's wrong to use the word idea. I would say, then you will realize there is something in you that doesn't die at all. And you have been here many times with many different impressions. And thank God we forget all those things. So the forgetfulness takes you into a new dimension, makes you start all over again. What is the Groundhog Day? Like the Groundhog Day, it makes you start all over again. But death is a blessing also, in the sense you start afresh every time there is a death. On a bigger picture, when our spirit separates from the body, then it's another dimension that opens to us. And it's fascinating. Meditation is the key word for that.
My name is Rory. It's a privilege to meet you and know you. My question is really around the dark energy that I think the world is experiencing right now. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on how you deal with fear and how you deal with the various energies that I'm sure are in your mindset.
Darkness is like shadow. It doesn't have an existence of its own. It's just absence of light. Can you buy some megawatt of darkness? No, you can buy some megawatt of light. You can buy units of light, but you cannot buy units of darkness. So when you are facing the light, you don't see the shadow. When you have your back towards the light, all that you see is shadow. And the shadow becomes bigger and bigger. Same way, the negative energy, what we see, what we perceive in the world, is simply an indication of lack of positive vibrations. So when we increase the positivity, negativity will simply go down. And to counter that, only all this meditation. If, say, suppose there is no negative energy at all, what is the need to do any meditation? What is the need to do any singing and all that stuff? Nothing matters. Because of the darkness here, this light have some significance. In the daytime, these lights and all this fireplace has no value. These practices are there to nullify those darkness. And it doesn't take much time. Suppose a room is shut for 20 years and it's dark for 20 years. It doesn't take 20 years to bring the light back. Just one matchstick, one switch is good enough. What do you say? Yeah? We need to work. That's why one thing I have observed is people who are in the negative mindset are super active, though they are small in number. Even in your own life, you can see when you are upset and you want to yell at somebody, you will do it right away. You'll take the phone and then you shout and yell it, and only then you feel relief. Even in the middle of the night, you just want to do that, right? But you want to do something good, they will say, postpone it. We'll do it tomorrow, another day. You know, manana. That tendency is quite natural to do something good. Similarly, people who are good-hearted, good-minded, they are a little bit laid back. They are not that active. But people who are negative, want to agitate, want to shout, yell, they are super active. I think now is a chance that the positive mind people should come together and be active again. The mind moves with the vibration. You see, we convey more through our vibes than to our words. So the vibrations can be made better in the society when more and more people meditate and clear the air of the negative vibes and make it more positive. Meditation is the most effective tool to transform the atmosphere. As I am on the run to train more instructors and teachers of meditation and let meditation reach each and every home like the cell phone, and we can have a better world. What do you say? Right? Okay.
Hello,
Yeah.
my name is Scheherazade, and I would like to know, when you do yoga and you meditate and you empty yourself out, well, not empty, but you go into a place where you don't hear your thoughts and things like that, do you ascend to another dimension where perhaps there are things going on there, or is it just for you to get peace? Like, are there different levels to this, or how exactly does this work?
You know, when you enter the airport, the first you enter to the lobby, and then you have the ticketing counter, then you have security check, and then you go through the security check, then you have the gate, and from the gate you enter the plane, right? And once you enter the plane, then you take off. Similarly, in meditation, the first step is you'll get all the restlessness, and then that restlessness calms down, then you have emptiness. Mind becomes empty. And then the next step would be vibrations. You feel the vibrations inside. Then after that, the vibration turns into light. And then beyond that, I am not supposed to say, because if I tell anything, then you will sit and start imagining it will spoil your meditation. So the ethics is that you are feeling some emptiness, it's wonderful, good. And then you feel some vibration after that, yeah, it's fine. And just keep going. Yeah? Of course, you are not going to some dimension somewhere. All the dimensions are here now in you. So you will only get more password, keyword to log into those dimensions.